He started talking to this girl before she was 18, whether he knew it or not. Fast forward, he still has possession of the fucking CP. It's been confirmed by Willie Mack and tomfoolery that she was 17. So, like, what's the debate anymore? Well, technically, he wasn't trying to jerk off to somebody he thought was 17. When he was 29, he said 19-year-olds are the same as 15-year-olds. Like, where are we here? Every single time one of you Destiny Sweepers gives an excuse, 15 more questions pop up.
You are supporting someone who is attracted, 15-year-olds, who shared compromising bikini pics of 15-year-olds sent to him. He has held on, knowing there's a chance of child pornography for 6 months and never reported it to the authorities. That he sexually assaulted a woman on camera.
Yeah, but Ethan, have you ever considered that Destiny's a really good debater? Who do you guys do you think that Destiny's going to mock as a joke to detract from this current controversy? All right, guys, our petty king has doubled down. And here we are, dude. We're going to enjoy the slop. It's just called doubling down on Destiny. Apparently, I saw that Willard Mack confirmed from tomfoolery that Rose was 17 when Destiny and her started talking first. And I trust Willie Mack, and tomfoolery seems like a pretty trustworthy guy. So yeah, man. I mean, do I think that Destiny knew she was 17? No, probably not. Do I think that's irresponsible for him to not like confirm? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. So let's get this bad boy going. Guys, do you want to hear the video or?
Welcome back, guys, to another video VOD on demand. Today I'm going to be addressing once again the
video on demand
allegations leveled against Destiny. Since we put out our last video, there's been a lot of chatter about things that we may have got wrong. So I'd like to
yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing that some people are like, hey, you know, you should have verified that she was 17 first. And you got a couple of the messages he put up on the screen were between him and like a 26-year-old girl. I think like the weird, like hell, my mom's home, I can't, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff. So yeah,
clarify what I got wrong and also to clarify what I got right. So I do want to start though by setting the expectations and just kind of giving some context to who this guy Destiny is. I think a lot of people haven't seen this. And when I feel
just go watch the Ryan Beard video, honestly.
This context is important when understanding this story.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's crazy though? I'm gonna be fucking real with you. You guys remember when you were younger and mommy and daddy, well, just mommy maybe, your dad, maybe they weren't there, same. And they were like, hey guys, we have some food for you. And it was just shit. You know, you're just like, ugh, you know what I mean? But you had to eat it anyway. That's what this controversy is for me. But hey, listen, I got to eat up the slop, baby. I got to eat it up. You know, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. And right now we have a gift horse, and we can't look it in the mouth. That would be rude. So
if you'll indulge me here, I'm going to pull up some clips from this Ryan Beard video on him that was recently made.
It's a good video. I love it because Ryan Beard was like so honest about it too. He's like, I got fucking washed out in the debate that I had with with Destiny a while ago. So I started putting this video together, and the video's solid and like credible. He's like, I put this video together and I released it at the time when I felt like it would have had the most impact. And I was like, you know what? It's fucking funny and also kind of fucking based. You know, you really can't blame him for that. It's kind of a smart tactic. So I thought that was fucking hilarious.
And I think these clips are more...
The fuck is this thing? The hell is this water bottle?
More relevant now than ever before. So let's take a look at them. Section here of harming women. I'm going to show you guys a few.
Around the end of 2011, Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on his live stream. I'm not using...
Oh, I remember this. Like he was being super grabby with her. Yeah.
The word allegedly here because we have video of him doing it, and he has openly admitted that it was sexual assault.
I would say that in my streaming career in the past, like totally publicly, like I completely and totally like assaulted a girl on stream before for like fucking 5 minutes or whatever. I got super fucking drunk and was like grabbing her fucking breast the entire time.
Later, Destiny has attempted to downplay his actions here by tweeting, I was drunk off my ass literally for the first time in my life. And he said that at the time he didn't understand how bad it was, but now looking back years later, he understands that it was reprehensible behavior.
It's like that one guy, Mango, who got like totally canceled for did, but way worse.
Kinda. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think that Mango is a little different only because He was getting egged on by Ludwig, you know, at least in my opinion. He had him there. He was encouraging him to drink. He was at, what, 4 times the legal limit. Ludwig kept telling him to keep going. He was groping Ludwig, and Ludwig's like, ha ha ha. Like, it was to them, it was frat boy humor. And, you know, I don't think that Ludwig did enough to make sure that the people there were safe. And he didn't even say anything until after there was backlash. So, yeah, I think that's probably a little... I would say Mango wasn't that. Yeah, I would say that the Destiny situation is a bit worse, sure.
Mango wasn't actually groping people. And also, I like this there's this pretense that, like, as long as you're radically honest about what you did, it's okay. It's like...
It's called based.
I mean, it's an interesting concept. I think that you could do things, and if you're honest about them, if you talk about them in a way that maybe suggests that you've made a significant change in a positive way as a person, sure. I feel like you can move through that. I don't know that people, I mean, myself included, I don't know that I think that Destiny necessarily has become a better person. I don't think Destiny goes around trying to sexually assault people, but I don't know that I necessarily believe that he's gone out of his way to be a better person overall.
Did you just say you were groping a woman on stream for 5 minutes? But anyway, that's not, honestly, that's far from the worst thing I'm about to show you. Here's the next one where he admits to sharing photos of a 15-year-old who sent him bikini shots with his homies and how he couldn't barely resist the urge of wanting to have sex with her.
In 2012, when Destiny was 23, he shared in a group chat with a couple of his friends the messages, "You want to see the sickest shit in the world? So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15, what the fuck? But she sent me pictures that made it so hard to say no." Then
that's crazy. I feel like even if you feel that way, which is already crazy, why not take that to the grave? You know what I'm saying?
Destiny linked a picture of this girl in a bikini in the chat and said, "Girl on the left, so hard to say no. Gonna get arrested one of these MLGs, man." So in these logs, when Destiny was 23, he said that it was really hard to turn down hooking up with this 15-year-old because she looked so good in this picture of her in a bikini. He then shared this lewd
crazy work
image of a child with his friends and said that he's gonna get arrested someday.
Imagine receiving a bikini pic from a 15-year-old in your DMs, a fan of yours, and being like, "She's so fucking hot, I need to share this with the boys."
I feel I mean, I feel like the worst part is that, like, even feeling comfortable enough to tell somebody that, I mean, you shouldn't be having those thoughts in the first place, but why are you so comfortable expressing those thoughts? That's fucking crazy. That's like that. I mean, it makes it worse because to me, it means that you're not even like ashamed of yourself for having those thoughts. You know what I mean? It's like when I see that one super big trans woman, whatever her, I don't even gonna do the bet. When I see this woman here, I just start blasting everywhere. You know, you guys, that's relatable, obviously. You know, that's not something I really want to admit to people because it's like I can't control myself. Look at this. So it's like one of those. It's like, hey man, what are you doing? Like, it's bad enough that you have the urge. It's even worse that you'd publicly admit it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Gorlock the Destroyer. Listen, more like Gorlock to destroy her. You know what I'm saying, dude? Fuck. Okay.
Chat log. I was talking with a bunch of other esports guys, and we were basically talking about how crazy the fucking jailbait is in the gaming communities. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
I think I said something along the lines of like there are 15-year-old chicks that are like hot as fuck that will like try to send you pictures to like fuck you at events and shit, and it's
that's wild, brother. Those are some words.
Like you have to be really careful when you navigate that.
So what is the admitting to jerking off to 15-year-olds then? What is that in relation to?
I never admitted to jerking off. I think I just said like this. I think the log is something like this 15-year-old chick was trying to send me or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot as fuck. It's like really hard to like turn down some of these people. I think.
Wait, how old was she?
She said she was 15.
So you did get pictures from a 15-year-old?
Not nudes, though. Sorry, I should specify. I think a couple pics of her, like,
oh, so much better. Whew.
At the beach or some shit. But
so much better. She did think she was hot, though, so that's interesting.
In swimwear?
Yeah. Yeah,
So you're getting
they
swimwear
should-
pics for 15-year-olds?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This shit is fucking crazy. Shit is fuck.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah, man. Not really. I wonder how much of this is self-admittance versus how much of this is like antisocial behavior from Destiny. You know, because I could see at least part of the equation being like Destiny, smart guy, all that. I get it. Well, I guess debate smart. He's not stupid or anything, but like clearly the basis on the way that he talks about things, that's not very smart. But Destiny seems like it seems like Destiny's like really antisocial. Like he doesn't seem to know how to talk normally. He probably grew up kind of lazy, not lazy, excuse me, kind of like a huge loser that nobody really wanted to associate with. And then as time went on, he became rich because, you know, he's great at debating. And so he has this like he doesn't understand what is funny necessarily. Like just shocking is funny to him. He doesn't really understand where the line is for what he does and doesn't say, stuff like that. Like I wonder how much of it is lack of emotional intelligence. That's probably true too. Yeah. So I just like I wonder how much of this is just like his like antisocial type behavior. You know, he was just like kind of like a Reddit mod that got lucky to be, you know, famous. But and I know I look like a Reddit mod. I am morbidly obese, the doctor says. But
great. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone who's defending this man needs to know that, okay? But again, that's not it. That's not all, folks. Here's another one. When he was 26.
A couple years later in 2015, when Destiny was 26, he shared in his chat, "I would fuck the shit out of that 15-year-old. What the fuck?
why would you say this?
There's no way that chick is 15. So now we've seen two separate occasions.
Guys, this is not normal. You just don't type that kind of stuff. Unless you're like Jared Fogle in a chat with his homies, you know? Like he's speaking openly with the dogs who are like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You would never say.
Yeah, it's very strange that he just feels comfortable enough to say this shit. It's wild.
This is.
He actually grew up talking a lot of women. That's how he describes part of his upbringing, but he was pretty isolated from his parents, really. I don't know. He seems like a kind of like an antisocial thing. I don't know. I think that he just tries to be funny and doesn't necessarily hit the mark. That's why anytime he makes like a joke, it's always about like, you know, somebody dying recently. You know?
Not normal. And like he keeps getting older and older, but the girls stay
true.
the same age.
Okay. How long has he been working on that one for?
But again, that's not all, folks.
pedophile. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is someone who is attracted to children, and Destiny is at least somewhat attracted to children.
There are some 15, 16-year-old chicks that like look pretty fucking hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people mature fucking older.
Destiny defended another streamer
That's crazy.
who got exposed for having sex with a 14-year-old by saying, even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what
Sorry, I was saying something in the game is cool. Sorry.
pedophile means. Go
I feel like this is not really the time or place. I just I wonder what that's for, because I feel like in the Destiny community, because I've seen him talk about it, and I even talked about it to him about it like years ago, where like they used to have these really cringe debates about like the morality of incest and weird shit. And so I wonder if like the whole point with that was like to bait somebody into a conversation. And here's how the conversation would go, right? It's like, okay, let's say in this world he claims a 16-year-old can look hot, right? And it's like, well, maybe she's more developed and I didn't realize she was 16, so maybe, you know. And it's like, okay, I don't feel like they need to debate the morality of that, you know. But I wonder if it was like fucking debate bait. What? Debate bait or something, to have like these weird terminally online conversations about like incest or pedophilia or something, which apparently was like super popular in those communities back then.
Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue.
Oh, looks like I was right. What is this?
Being a 14-year-old. No, that's not what pedophile means.
Yeah.
No business whatsoever commenting on the issue, period. It makes you look uneducated.
He's like, it is so outrageous, sir, that you would call someone sleeping with a 14-year-old pedophilia. How dare you, sir? Even if you want to play this game where it's like, actually, I want to fuck 16 and 17-year-olds. There's 14 is pushing it.
Okay, sorry. Just that in context is already funny enough, but that out of context is wild. 14 is pushing it. That's fucking funny.
14. What are we talking about?
14 pages, baby.
This man was like, yeah, you can fuck a 14-year-old. That's not the same thing.
Well, I think that person's having a conversation about like what pedophilia is by a technical standpoint. I mean, I guess technically 14 is not a pedophile. Like that's prepubescent. Probably not the time or place to have that conversation because it's still gross behavior. But
guys,
but again, that's like that's that type of debate community that's like attracted to this type of conversation. You know, they go, well, actually, you know,
are we all hearing the same thing?
It's 14.
This dude has made it like his personal crusade to normalize fucking children.
I don't know. I think it's really fucked up that Ethan still plays Dark Viper AU's shit because he said that Dark Viper has talked about how traumatized he is by being soundbited. So, Ethan, you're a bad guy.
Like, how many times are you going to go on the record protecting it? He goes, 17 is cool. 15 is cool. 14 is not pedophilia, guys. Is 13 pedophilia? Is 12? Where does it stop? I'd like to know his opinion on that. You know, it's a lot of people, kids start hitting puberty at 12. Some girls start hitting puberty earlier than that.
Terrible.
Is 10? Some girls hit puberty by 10. Is that not pedophilia? Stephen Bennell II. By the way, the second is just junior, okay? You don't get to play the Royal Guard game with just being
What the fuck is he talking about?
the second. In fact, that's just junior, which ironically
What about the third?
is what you call all the girls you date.
Whoa.
Come on over here.
Do you think you pre-wrote these jokes? Like, what the fuck?
Junior, come sit in daddy's lap.
Okay.
Yeah, but guess what, guys?
I guess comedy's back, baby.
There's more.
Incident is when him and his friends, the Bro Squad, watched an 8-year-old boy shake his penis for them on a live stream.
Yep, I remember that. That's not a good look, Destiny. That was pretty rough.
I shouldn't tell
place
this
for that.
because I'm gonna get fucking arrested. Or child
By the way-
protective services.
By the way, how many times has he said that? Once is enough. Has he said this like 3 times? He's like, I shouldn't tell you guys this because I'm going to get
Like a
arrested
softbox?
for child porn. 3? How many times are we going to tell that joke?
I used to be part of this horrible thing called the Bros.
Yeah, I remember this. He bullied some kid into taking his wiener out. I don't know if that was explicitly the goal. And he's like, oh shit, that was crazy. Yeah.
Squad. Okay. Fucking me, if you remember that fucking Cheeks bitch, and fucking a couple other people that have never been on my stream before, we're part of the Bro Squad, and what we would do is we would go around Justin TV streams, trolling the shit out of these people. And we went around from fucking channel to channel, like fucking around. Like it was just horrible shit. We went to this channel with this fucking like, this kid was like 8 years old, and he was fucking broing out with everybody in this chat. For whatever fucking reason, this kid decides to fucking take his pants off and fucking wiggle his 8-year-old dick on stream. I can't even believe it. Oh my fucking god. It was like, I didn't even know, like, we were on Skype, we were like, holy shit. Like, we had to do like a double take because we didn't even fucking know, like, what the fuck was on. Like, we were looking at like an 8-year-old dick, like, on the fucking screen. And his fucking brother, we called him Captain Push-Ups, would like come in the room. And this guy was like fucking 14 years old. He had his shirt off and he was like this, like watching this stream the entire time and shit. Oh my god.
What's interesting is he makes it seem like this kid just happened to take his dick out. But they clearly spent a lot of time there because they like had a nickname for the brother who was there
I guess that's true.
watching the whole time. Like this was a intimate setting in which there was a lot of time spent.
I don't know about the word intimate, but yeah, it seemed like they would go around and troll the fuck out of this kid. Yeah, for sure.
Here's another one, guys, in case you haven't seen enough. This one comes to you courtesy of the Pope, Nicholas Diorio,
Oh, I was confused. Okay.
or whatever it is they do.
God bless.
I could have swore that this was also in Ryan Beard's video.
Bless. Nicholas bless.
Years old, that's an adult. That's an adult dog. No.
This is part of Ryan Beard's video. What the fuck are you? What?
No.
Is this? What the fuck is this? Dude.
you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old
Bro, Nicholas Diorio is taking credit for Ryan Beard's hard work. That's crazy.
might as well be a 15-year-old to me.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst clip. That's the worst clip.
Okay, I'm 29. A
I don't know if it's the worst clip. This to me just shows that like Destiny's never really been honest about like what he talked. This is one of the problems. Like I don't think he ever really believed that. I think that like he's just being that this was him he's debating somebody. I don't think he ever felt this way, but he would say this. You know? That's one of those things where it's like one of the that's what it communicates to me. It's like I don't think you ever believed that. You were just like saying that to get good boy points on the internet.
19-year-old
I'm pretty sure this specific clip was in Ryan Beard's video. Maybe I'm wrong though. But I'm not wrong about anything, so that's the problem.
might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking just
That's
because
such an interesting
This
self-report.
is exactly what we're saying.
He goes, it's all the same, bro. 15, 13, 14, 15. It's all the same, bro. I'm 29. Huh? But also, on the other hand, it also is a self-report because it suggests he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit.
Just because of some legal age of consent bullshit? Huh? That's the age of consent. I think we all agree that's a good thing.
Well, the context. Well, Destiny is saying he doesn't care how if the girl's like 17 or whatever, or 18 or 19. Like they might as well be 15 to him. He doesn't care about what the technical age of consent is. 19-year-old girls are basically 15-year-old girls. That's what makes the hypocrisy stand out here. Is that like nowadays he seems very comfortable talking to like girls. Not like I don't think he's trying to talk to 17-year-olds at all, but like he seems to like go for girls that are a little younger, or maybe not go for them. Maybe they just approach him and he just talks to them or something. I don't know. But he seems comfortable enough to talk to like 20-year-old, 19-year-old girls, right? I think that's the point that's trying to be made there, right?
Or because it's
shit.
Just because of some also.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's contact. Yeah, he's saying a 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old.
Okay, I'm 29.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
What he's doing.
Yeah.
Of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit.
Just because.
See, Ethan, I get the excuse as to why I don't pay attention. I'm playing really hard video game. By the way, I'm the best gamer out there. Number one gamer. Okay. Don't just ignore that. What just happened though? Just ignore that.
Some legal.
You know, but what's your excuse, Ethan? Are you playing really hard video games? I don't think so, dude. I don't
Age
think so.
of consent
fuck.
bullshit? Huh? That's the age of consent. I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good.
Well, that's just missing the context of what he was saying, but
We should have a minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bullshit. That is just an imagine.
is nobody gonna correct him on it? He looks stupid right now. Based on the we're not getting the right criticism for Destiny. That this doesn't seem to be a criticism that he supports now, or maybe even ever supported. So it looks like a little silly here.
The line in the sand that I will not conform to. Okay, he's constantly blurring the line and trying to normalize the act of adults sleeping with minors.
It's just not what he's saying on the screen. I think that Ethan is like largely in the right. It's just like this one was like we're on the screen. We're like a little off here. You know what I mean? Like we're a little. And you want to know what? Like obviously, Ethan, whatever, he's getting this wrong. But I get shit wrong too sometimes. I don't understand why nobody else caught it. Does somebody else catch this at a certain point, or does nobody ever catch it?
Right? Continually. This is the theme that we keep seeing. It's like, this is okay. This isn't that bad. This 15-year-old's hot. I want to fuck this 15-year-old, but I won't. Etc. Etc. This is a pattern. Long pattern.
I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fucking freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards.
He's like freshman in college, sophomore in high school. It's all good, baby.
That's not really what he's saying. This is weird. That's not really what he was saying here. Okay.
Send me those bikini pics in the DMs.
Those people is really fucking weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay?
And then there's one more.
Why did you just turn that off? It's all right. This looks a little strained. Okay.
Clip I want to show you guys of when we were talking about Vosh and the law.
Why did he turn that off? Did he misinterpret it on purpose? I assume that he just misinterpreted because he got a little too gangster. He got a little too gangster there, you know?
Horse controversy when he accidentally opened a folder and he had lolly and horse porn on his computer, and everybody was clowning on him except one person. There was one person that came to his defense. Who was it? Destiny. Whoa. Why? Well, this take was so bizarre. I remember at the time being absolutely struck by it, and I pulled this straight from my memory because it was just so shocking to me. But here's his take on a lolicon, which is the pornographic.
I want to be a real question. Like, why wait so long then to talk about all this stuff? If you saw it back then, what the fuck?
Hentai drawings involving children.
Did you see the lolly discussion on Reddit? You know, if Vosh was a better person and not such a piece of shit, I'd be in the trenches. Because you know what? Who the fuck cares about lolly? Who cares about drawn? Imagine your life is so boring that you give a fuck about animated cartoon girls.
Imagine your life so boring that...
I don't know, man. I feel like it's very concerning if somebody jacks off to even depicted children. It's not as bad as actual children, but it's still concerning, no?
That you care about sexualizing children. Imagine being so bored in your life that you actually care if grown-ups want to fuck minors. Bro.
Well, his argument's going to be like, oh, well, it's not an actual child. But I think that we can all agree that, like, if you're jerking off, if you have 17 terabytes of fucking lolicon in your folder, that's concerning. I agree. There's something going on there. You know, I don't think that lolly should be available for consumption. Hot take. What? Bravest guy on YouTube? You know, I feel like it's like I feel like it would be like a gateway drug, no? Like you're fucking, okay, I'm just jerking off to, you guys don't worry, I'm just fucking blasting it to some fucking lolly. All of a sudden, like, is it unrealistic to think that somebody would next go and look at an actual kid potentially? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's concerning enough to set that boundary of, you know what, guys, I'm gonna be brave here and say we shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, what? I don't know. I don't know if it's that minor of a detail.
Like, how old is
That's minor.
the girl? I don't know. How old is the fucking drawing? It's a goddamn picture.
Ethan needs to be more precise when you're covering this. He's giving Destiny too many unnecessary W's. Maybe there are some. Yeah, like before. I don't understand how. Like, here's one of the things that bothers me about this is that, like, some of the mistakes Ethan's making are like so minor, but and catchable by any of the 40,000 people that he employs that surrounds him, and nobody's correcting him. And I wonder if there is like some kind of credibility to the whole, like, the argument that people will make that his crew doesn't give him enough pushback. Because before, on that last the last point that was like being made, he was going on and on about how Destiny was like, oh, like, I don't care about age of consent. And then Ethan stops and is like, oh, see, he doesn't care about age of consent. That was what I got out of it. But really what he was saying is like, this is a huge hypocrisy for Destiny, because he was actually saying is that he basically thinks 19-year-old girls are the same as 15-year-old girls, because he at that time was 29. And to me it shows I don't think he ever believed that. And you should be able to like harp, like, you know, there's still a great point to make there. We just didn't make the correct point. That's where I feel like we missed the mark on that specific point. But he has like 80,000 people he employs, and it's like, what the hell is he paying them for? You know what I mean? Like, what are you paying those guys for? If they're not hitting you with like the corrections on that, somebody, or maybe they're not there. Maybe they're just not in the studio at that time. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just him and Ela. Maybe that's what it is.
Who the fuck cares? Grow the fuck up. Okay,
Grow
people
up,
in Ethan
dude.
server are like calling the FBI.
You're fucking immature if you don't like lolicon, dude. Fuck you.
On fucking Vouch. He's looking at cartoons that I don't like. I think that, like, bro.
That's not the criticism. It's not that they don't like it.
Oh, Papa got the H3 crew asked to be left out of the drama. Dude, actual W for the fucking H3 crew. This drama is incredibly stupid. It probably is a good idea, too. I feel like Destiny's like fucking up. He just kind of thrives in the controversy like this, and it, you know, potentially backfires for the people that talk about him in this way. I feel like it's best to just let him fucking fizzle out. But like I said, dude, we do be gotten to eat. we gotta eat, baby. You know,
it might have a fine plot. The plot might be a banger. I don't know. The problem, of course, is that it's depicting children being fucked by adults.
Whoa.
That's just, that's a
It's
detail that's
intense.
important to emphasize.
Care. Okay, call me when this guy's fucked his way through some fucking preschoolers. Okay, until then, get out of here.
what about elementary school? Would you be able to talk to you then, or like what's his preschool limit?
And then he sets this bar. He goes, I only care until you're fucking preschoolers, which is 3-year-olds, bro. 3-year-olds. Kindergarten, good to go, baby.
I'm assuming it's like this is what I'm saying. I feel like half of the shit that I feel like Destiny's like half antisocial, like not understanding humor.
First, second, third,
I guess effective humor would be the best way to say it.
5th grade, basically an adult. And honestly, this is just a few of many, many, many clips of him sexualizing children and just being a total deviant, right? So with that important backstory, now let's go to the parts that I got wrong, that I'm going to issue a heartfelt apology for. And this goes out a sincere apology to Destiny for absolutely getting this wrong. Now, here's what happened. This conversation here where he says, Teehee, send me the feet pics. This is from a different girl. It's from Instagram. He never spoke to Rose on Instagram, which he points out correctly as far as we know. So this was with another girl he claims was 26. Okay, fine. I'll take your word for it. And then this one also he claims was with the same girl. And this is the one that says, she said, my parents are like super, super strict. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't talk to him. And he said, well, fuck, it would be so hot to drive you home from a date and make you suck me off in the car.
Whoa.
I'd love to send you inside to your parents after making you swallow a full load from me. So apologies.
Thanks for that one, Ethan, for really reading that one out loud.
That was not to Rose. This was to some other lucky lady. But this one, however, is from Rose, and it is pretty fucking weird. This is from 22. She says, I'm probably getting my braces off in a couple weeks. What image does that conjure in your mind? Right? And he says, aw, exciting. Are you looking forward to it? He's talking to her like she's a child. But
Maybe. I don't know if I guess he could be. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm convinced on that one. I don't feel like that point contributes to the overall conversation. But
her like she's a child. But okay.
I did appreciate the voice acting, though. It reminded me of my father. Okay, because he was Jewish and never around.
There's nothing sexually
and it makes me happy I didn't have one, if that's how they would read.
Explicit here, right? So fair enough. So I am making a sincere apology for getting this wrong. Now, while 2 of the screenshots were not attributed to Rose, my mistake, I still don't know why. And I feel like Destiny and his friends like Abba, who are making videos defending him, are avoiding this fact.
I feel like Abba's point was like, hey, they were unverified. It wasn't verified yet if the girl was 17, because it wasn't at that point, at least to my knowledge. And you shouldn't go off onto you shouldn't start sharding. You shouldn't start going off sharding yourself yet. Wait a little bit before until it gets confirmed. Before you start saying that it was confirmed, because it wasn't yet. And my understanding is that now it is. And if Ethan didn't show it either, so I don't think he knew it was confirmed either. So that was really their overall point, to not push forward with allegations before they're confirmed.
That he told Willie Mack 3 times that he had child pornography on his hard drive. Let me refresh your memory.
While sending me a screenshot of the alleged CP.
He says alleged. Willie Mack literally says alleged here.
So I asked to confirm if he just did that. If you were sending me this, I'm guessing you still have that video. Destiny replies, depends on why you're asking. But yes, I created copies of all.
So here right above, he's acknowledging, he says, yeah, that's absolutely insane to think about him doing all this if she was 17. He thinks it's funny. So
if.
He knows she's might have been 17.
Abba really didn't defend Destiny. Abba literally disconnected himself from Destiny and stopped taking a more active role going onto his stream. So I think Abin Preach's perspective on Destiny is that he's a terminally online, socially awkward, debate pervert. That's very immature and isn't somebody they want to actively associate with, specifically Abba. I don't think that it was a defense. I think it was more of a like, be careful about the allegations you leverage against people. That's it. I do wish Abba would have had at least one criticism of Destiny in the video. I mean, that could be fair. You don't feel like he went hard enough against Destiny? That's fair. That's a fair criticism. I don't really remember them pressing into Destiny too hard. So actually, you know, I guess that gives Ethan like some standing ground there if they didn't even bother to really criticize Destiny.
Continue saying it right here. And then Willie Mack being extra careful to make sure that he's not misquoting Destiny says, just to confirm, you're saying you still have this video of a 17-year-old engaged in sexual activity on your hard drive. And he says, and I will tell you directly, yes! He says Y-E-S.
Yeah, but it's alleged still at this point. You even showed Willie Mack saying alleged.
When somebody asks you, do you have child pornography on your computer? You always say no.
I think Ethan keeps insisting that Destiny admitted to it, CP, because of Willie Mack's tweet confirming it alongside Tom. Well, yeah, but that came like after the fact, right?
That's a hard and fast rule, and hopefully it's true, right? And again,
I feel like it would have been so much stronger if Ethan just said like, oh yeah, you know what, it wasn't confirmed at this point, so my mistake, but it was just confirmed like I had known from the start or had a reasonable assumption to make from the start. So did I really fuck this one up, you know? Because it was just confirmed, you know?
Equally creepy, he says, so you have that video? And Destiny responds, depends on why you're asking. Because once again, he's implying that under the right circumstance, he would send this video to Willie Mack.
Ooh, maybe for Willie to jack off to it.
That's what that means. I don't see any other way to see that. What does that mean? Depends on why you're asking. Are you trying to tell the police? Or are you trying to get off? If you're trying to get off, I'll send it to you.
Maybe. I suppose.
You're calling,
I was being a little silly. But yeah, maybe. I guess that could have been unlikely, but sure.
If you're talking about reporting me to the police, then I'm not going to send it to you. But actually, I will anyway, because I'm apparently the dumbest person alive. So Destiny and ABBA and all these people defending him are avoiding this critical moment in which, when pressed 3 different times, he has confirmed, yes, I have child pornography on my computer.
Again, this is all still like an alleged thing here at this point based on this. So you're kind of, I don't know. It's just not, I don't see the, I don't know. Ethan's winning. Ethan is like, Ethan's winning. What are you doing? You know?
But to continue on.
Our messages and everything when that court case started. Just to be clear, he's admitting to having alleged CP downloaded on his...
You even show him say alleged over and over again. It's not even open for interpretation. We have Willie Mack saying it's alleged CP.
Computer, he literally has the video open as I'm talking to him. I go, bruh, there's been allegations at least since my last video that she was underage, and you still have potential CP of her?
So, and again, that's an important detail Willie's saying, is that people knew that there was a chance. People already, we all done known that she might have been underage this whole.
I know, but that's what it said. He's saying might have been over and over and alleged. Willie Mack's being so careful. Like, Ethan happens to be right, but it's just like not on purpose. Yeah, I'm running crazy defense. My whole defense is that Ethan what happened to be right because it was confirmed. But based on the source material he's looking at, it wasn't confirmed yet. Like I said, Ethan should have just said, oh, you're right, it wasn't 100% confirmed, but you want to know what? I don't think it was an unreasonable assumption based on what I was seeing. And on top of that, it was confirmed today. Boom. That's all you... I feel like that would have really just got it for him.
Whole time. And you still kept it?
I haven't...
Yeah, Destiny said yes to having... I think Willie does eventually remove the alleged as far as the into the video. Well, that might be true, but then at the same time, Willie Mack keeps saying the word alleged. So I'm going off of those words. I guess, are you arguing he's going off of the other word, like the actual on the screen? Yeah, I just feel like Ethan should have just add alleged, but he ended up being right anyway. I feel like the focus should be that he ended up being right more than like debating it in the past, because we're still debating it like basically in the past, but it was confirmed. I'm pretty sure as of the release of Ethan's video, Willie Mack confirmed it. So like this entire conversation is like unnecessary. I'm hoping he shows that right here. As of 23 hours ago, Willie Mack, Tom has showed me 100% proof that Rose was underage. This was 23 hours ago. I feel like he should have focused on this because it came out 3 hours before his video did. Like, let's focus on this, that she had, like, yeah, she was 17. You know what I mean?
obligation to preserve relevant evidence, etc. So I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues.
So this is another one.
Like even in here, bro, there's been allegations since at least my last video. So again, we don't have 100% confirmation at this point. We do now. So
I created backups of all of the important / relevant conversations. He continues.
So this is another one of his big defense points that I want people to pay attention to. He's saying, my lawyer told me to keep this potential child pornography.
That's definitely not true. I doubt that their lawyer actually said that.
For evidence, which is completely not true. And by the way, why wouldn't he lie about it? He's being confronted for having child pornography. At this point, why wouldn't he lie? The fact that people are actually believing him on that is totally insane. The lawyer will not tell you to keep potential child pornography on your hard drive. Period. Having it is the crime. There is no situation where a private citizen can have videos of minors in sexual positions on legally. There's no such thing as holding it for evidence.
I mean, that's true. That makes sense. I feel like he might be holding it. Well, maybe he's trying to hold it to jack off to. Who knows? Or I don't know, man. I feel like he's the type of person that would potentially like release that as some kind of revenge porn if something went wrong. You know, so I wouldn't doubt that.
By the way, if you were so concerned about her safety, you should have reported it to the police 6 months ago when her boyfriend told you about it, right? Continuing on.
I don't think I'm allowed to delete it, LOL. I don't know if it counts as hiding / destroying.
What's funny about that? I don't know if it counts as hiding, destroying evidence. Well, why don't you ask your lawyer, who he's apparently talked to? So he says, I've talked to my lawyer. They told me to keep potential child pornography. But at the same time, I don't know if it counts as hiding or destroying evidence. You didn't discuss that with your lawyer. Because if you did, that would be the heart of the conversation you would be having.
Very true.
So it sounds to me that you didn't talk to your lawyer, which is obvious to anyone with a brain, because the lawyer would have said, we need to send this to the judge. We need to send this to the police. We need to get this off your hard drive. We need to notify everybody because you are doing a crime right now, sir. And by the way, I'm sure your lawyer really appreciates you saying that they told you to keep potential child porn. I think that that's awesome, and they're going to totally love being implicated in this crime. And by the way, of all the tiny, minute things that you can break client confidentiality with as an attorney, child pornography, having it, is one of them. Now, when Destiny
that does make sense,
says his lawyer told him to keep all the evidence relating to the case, the lawyer absolutely and obviously told him that. That's spoliation. That's standard stuff. But what I doubt, I would put money on, that he never told his lawyer that in that body of evidence was potentially a child having sex or doing sexual acts. It was apparently her having sex with men. But child pornography, right? Potentially. There's no lawyer in the fucking country, and I've worked with a lot of them, that would risk their freedom, their reputation, their license by not fucking handling that correctly.
I'm allowed to delete it, LOL. I don't know if it counts as hiding / destroying evidence. And I reply, talk to a lawyer. That seems crazy to me. Who keeps this sort of stuff on their computer without 100% knowing if they're supposed to or not? Isn't that something you want to confirm? I continued, you just let me know you have CP videos saved to your computer. You knew it was alleged that she was underage. You still have them. So
now Willie, being extraordinarily fair, once again clarifies for the third time, and he says it explicitly, just to confirm, you told me you have child pornography, CP, saved on your computer. You knew it was alleged she was underage.
Well, I mean, that suggests to me that it was alleged CP. Or I guess he could be saying, you definitely have CP on your computer. You knew it was alleged that she was underage. I mean, none of this conversation matters because she was 17 at this point. We know that. We've confirmed that. You know, based on the original video, none of this fucking matters. We know she was 17 now. Destiny's obviously afraid of something. And I have no idea why he would keep it other than to either jack off to it or to use it to potentially release it to in some kind of threatening manner if she ever spoke up. I can't really imagine an additional option. So, I mean, yeah, what the fuck are we doing here? I feel like we don't even need to debate this point anymore.
And you still have them. Don't you see how this is fucked up? He cannot be more clear in the accusation. Now, if you didn't do any of this, what would your response be to this? It's like, bro, what the fuck? I don't have child porn. What are you talking about? That's insane, right? What? That's crazy. Let's see what he says.
The last message he sent me was, 1, I don't even know 100% of her age was legitimately less than 18 when these were
That doesn't matter. The fact that you're not 100% sure is the problem. And you have it guys, he's got it.
Actually, this is an interesting thing. I don't even know if 100% of her age is legitimately 18 or under when these were taken. Did Destiny know this girl before she was 18? That's my question. I never thought about that before. How old was she when they started talking? And why? I don't know. What?
Is the problem. And you have it.
Is the implied argument that like he might have been talking to her before she was 18, but that stuff was probably made when she was 18? I don't think that really helps your case if that's the argument. That kind of makes it seem worse.
Guys, he's got it.
She met him at 19. That's confirmed. So he was talking to her when she was 17? Was the video made when she was what exactly is the story here? Because I don't even know if what you're saying is true. What exactly is the fucking story here? Is the story here that she started talking to him when she was... I don't know if that's true. Wait a minute. Ban this Destiny Sweeper. What the fuck? What a freak. Dude, this guy almost got me. I was like, I started questioning. Just to be clear. Yeah, I have to get rid of you because you're obviously a fucking idiot. So the conversations that we're seeing here is when she's confirmed 17. Now, I don't know if Destiny knows that at this point, but this is what it is, right? Because she turns 18 and like 8 in the 8th month of the year. Okay, so she's confirmed 17, and he's having a conversation with her that's like sexual. I'm about to meet up with a guy from Tinder for sex. Oof, many more sexy times. So they're having sexual conversations. You know, I mean, your best argument's like, oh, maybe Destiny didn't know that she was 17 here because she went to she was on Tinder, which I would have assumed too. But then why keep the fucking CP at that point? Why keep the like what the fuck? Why keep the there's another point of contention. There's so many different fucking points of contention here. There's so many different things that you have to be super charitable towards for Destiny in order to be like, yeah, you know what? I think he's 100% innocent. There's just no way. Why are there so many fucking Destiny Sweepers in here? This is so weird. You guys come in and lie about everything. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. You guys are go way too fucking hard to bat for this guy. It's so freak shit. It's fucking freak shit, dude. He started talking to this girl before she was 18, whether he knew it or not. Fast forward, he still has possession of the fucking CP. It's been confirmed by Willie Mack and tomfoolery that she was 17. So, like, what's the debate anymore? Well, technically, he wasn't trying to jerk off to somebody he thought was 17. Well, he's like fucking when he was 29, he said 19-year-olds are the same as 15-year-olds. Like, where are we here? What's happening? Oh my God. When he was in communication with her, he believed she was 19. Okay, maybe. But why keep the fucking porn then? Why keep the porn? You know what I mean? Either he's jerking off to it or he's trying to hold on to it to like blackmail her or something in case in the future. None of it makes sense. It's just every single time one of you fucking Destiny Sweepers gives an excuse, 15 more questions pop up. It's just too much to be like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't know. You guys are weird. This is why Destiny does all this shit. It's because you guys sweep for him so hard. It's very strange.
Problem. And you have it. Guys, he's got it. We know he's got it. He said he's got it.
Take it. So basically, he's not 100%.
No, he didn't believe that. She claimed she was 18 on Twitter and 19. He is completely made up cope. Is that true?
Sure if he has.
I mean, all he has to do is show the message where he's like, hey, how old are you?
Child porn on his computer. He's just 99% sure. Got it. 2, I'm pretty sure I have an obligation to preserve stuff related to my court case. I've talked about it with
that part's true, generally speaking.
With my lawyer already, specifically with regards to the Rose stuff.
That's a lie. In my humble, godlike opinion. No, it has to be. Or sue me. Sue me for defamation. He's lying. He never fucking told his attorney he might have child porn on his hard drive. That never happened. And if I'm wrong, God, strike me down with lightning bolts and make Destiny sue me and take me for all I'm worth.
Who's doing the sound effects if Zach's not there because nobody wants to attach themselves to this debate or to this controversy?
This man never told his attorney that.
So we went from I don't know if I could delete this to my lawyer says it.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I don't know what's going on with the crew. I wonder if they asked him to just not talk about it in general.
It's totally fine to keep. I don't know the law, but the idea that his lawyer would tell him to hold on to CP for a civil case just doesn't seem likely to me. LawTube can figure that out. 3, if something were to come up.
He says LawTube can figure that out, and funnily enough, Legal Mindset did put out a video on it that I watched, and his conclusion was Destiny is fucked. Basically, if this girl was a minor, which pretty much is confirmed by now, according to Willie Mack, he's fucked.
Something to turn over to the authorities.
Pretty much is confirmed. Does Ethan even know that it was confirmed at this point? Because it sounds like he's saying that it was mostly confirmed. It sounds like his entire source material. What the fuck? It sounds like his entire source material is just a Willie Mack video. Why not just go look at what Willie Mack tweeted? Or maybe he does know that? I don't know.
If hypothetically, whenever a political creator is about to give a hypothetical, you know you're about to hear some weird shit. If hypothetically her boyfriend or whatever was actually trafficking her or getting her to fuck other dudes on video for him, and if there was ever some kind of investigation.
Would you have sex with a child if it would stop a nuclear bomb from exploding in New York? Would you? Would you, Dan?
Oh, wait, is Dan there?
Exactly. The clock is.
Oh, maybe they're like doing. Maybe they're there, but they just don't want to like give input based on what's going on here. That could be possible. Fuck my mom, dude.
It's ticking. You fuck this kid, or the whole city blows up. Come on. Oh, so you let everyone die. I see. You'd rather murder millions of people than fuck a child. Destiny's like, I would do the right thing and fuck the shit out of that child to save New York City. That's the craziest version of 24 ever. I also want to clarify.
Okay. Did Ethan start watching 24 again?
That the crew is catching a lot of shit for apparently brainwashing me, manipulating me to talk about this. And this, I just want to clarify, is my passion project. This I brought to them after I saw the Willie Mack video. And I've always been passionate throughout my whole career about these influencers who are taking advantage of their fans for sexual gratification specifically. It keeps happening. It's this insane pattern. It disgusts me. And I would be a total hypocrite to see this and not call it out. Now, here's what happened. Because I got the screenshots wrong, and admittedly, that was my mistake. They've hyper-focused in on being like, dude, those screenshots weren't even with Rose. This whole thing is a farce. No, I will tell you exactly what happened, okay? So this girl, Rose, she was selling nudes on Twitter when Steven approached her. At the time, he did not know she was 17. That is correct.
Okay.
He thought, she told him that she was 19 at the time, and that's what he thought. Has anyone asked Destiny why Rose was selling nudes on Twitter, right? I've never even heard of that. Why wouldn't she be selling nudes on OnlyFans? Is it
probably to cut the middleman out and make more money? That's what I would have assumed. I think OnlyFans takes like 20%.
Because OnlyFans makes you verify that you're at least 18 to sign up, and Twitter doesn't?
Could be. Possible.
Right? Selling nudes on Twitter is already a red flag. It's extremely weird. Why aren't you doing it on OnlyFans? The marketplace for this, where everybody is. When these influencers are chatting up their young fans, there's it's almost a certainty that people are going to lie to you about their age.
Yeah.
And like, if you actually want to...
Well, yeah, you should make sure that it's verified. And them having an OnlyFans is enough verification. You know what I mean? Even if you don't buy through their OnlyFans.
Engage with them in this extremely risky, borderline activity. You need to make goddamn sure they're of age. And honestly, over the internet, I don't even know if that's possible, which is why you just shouldn't do it, right? Like, you can look at someone and be like, that person's very young. Like, maybe...
Are you saying that Ethan is you saying that that's not even true about what happened? That what Ethan is saying, that she was actually 18 at the, or claimed that she was 18 at the time, and Ethan's just not correct about it? Because he's believing Destiny's psyop, Destiny's own sweeping language?
22 at oldest, and you say, you know what? I'm not going to fucking engage with this because I'm 33 years old and I don't want to receive nudes from minors. But anyway, so far, not to muddy the waters, he hasn't done anything wrong, right? Okay. Then, this is when the mistakes begin. In November of 2024, her boyfriend reaches out to Steven. And we have the DM because her boyfriend posted it. So here's her boyfriend sending him a message. It says, anyway, she was underage while sending you the vast majority of that stuff. And from what I've heard from her, you are pretty negligent about confirming her age. Even asking for ID at one point on Twitter and then saying it was okay, just a joke. And he responded by saying, that's pretty weird considering that she told me she was of age and was selling not safe for work material to people, but okay.
Okay. What the fuck?
So what we have here is a confirmation from Steven in November of last year that there was at least a possibility that this girl was a minor, that he has images of a minor. What happened around this time was that, including her messages with Destiny, now people theorized at the time that she might be a minor, but they didn't know for sure, which is why these, psychos online hyper-focused in on this because they're like, I think these are a minor, and I want to try to prove it so we can nail Destiny. So it wasn't even like the boyfriend told him. There was already this idea that she might have been a minor, which was the whole reason for this hubbub. So he knew she was maybe a minor, and he kept the footage. So from this moment, at the end of last year, he's potentially mishandling child pornography. He at no point turned it into the police, right? He kept it in his spank bank, right? And by the way, one of his constant defenses is, you guys are using this revenge porn of me, and that's so disgusting, and how dare you? You know what's funny about that is the whole reason these guys on Kiwi Farms were able to identify her is because Steven gave them the information.
Well, wasn't the argument that like they hacked him or something? Isn't that how they got the information?
He's the one that caused this whole thing. He said she went to blank college. Okay? And then he shows a picture. If they want more to go on, it's funny because they think I'm hiding stuff about Rose since she's underage. So he already says that these Kiwi Farm guys suspect she's underage. So this is already something people are thinking about. The only reason I haven't actually mentioned much about her is because I know it makes those R words dig harder. He continues. Also, one more pick. I'm not in either one, if you can tell. Okay, good luck. Good luck, guys. So he sent them 2 pictures to go off of. Also, I never said that pic posted was of me. It was a pic they sent me from their school. Supposedly, they were working on an associate's in neurology. Kiwi Farm's ability to investigate anything is super pathetic. I thought it was some crazy investigator shit, but now I realize it was just no life obsessively stalking all my social media that allowed someone to do it. As I understand it,
is he goading them into trying to like get more shit out of him? I don't understand why we would do that.
This was the missing piece of the puzzle they needed. And from seeing these photos he's shared with them, and from learning the college she went to, that's how they identified her. Now, after speaking with Willie Mack, he's told me that this is her, right? They found her, they matched up like moles on her body, they matched up the look of her, the face. She disappeared for a couple of years. They have old videos of her, but they've pretty much confirmed this is her. And through that, they've identified her birthday. And if this is her, which is...
Well, my understanding is that they found like an old... what did they find? Like an old, like a driving ticket or something? Isn't that how they identified it?
It's like 99% it is. Then she was 17 at the time.
It's just so funny that Ethan could have slam dunked this one so much harder if he just looked at the if he had just looked at the fucking at Willie Mack's Twitter 3 hours before posting this, because Willie Mack confirmed it 100% 3 hours before posting it. So it's kind of like, you should have just added that in. You should have just taken a look. That really would have tied the bow off on this one. Yeah, it was a speeding ticket? Okay, yeah.
No question, right? So this whole idea of is she's a minor has pretty much already been put to rest. According to...
Oh, it's right here. Tom has showed me 100% proof that Rose was underage. I don't really know. Oh, okay, there you go. You should just led with this. You should have just led with, guys, I'm right. Why put this at the end of the video? Lead with this. Lead with Willie Mack has confirmed it. Just lead. Why not lead with that?
Willie Mack. So
you should have just led with that. What the fuck? What are you doing? All right.
While it's true that when he received these nudes, he thought she was 19, what is not true is that he didn't know the whole time, potentially, because the boyfriend at the end of last year told him she's a minor. So he knew there was potentially a chance that he had child pornography. And up until now, when people found out she actually is a minor, he never reported it to the police. Any responsible adult, upon learning that even if there's a possibility that you have child porn, you would...
Are you saying that because it's in the snark, it means it's not true? I don't understand.
Send that to the police, right? To hold... And frankly, to cover your own ass legally. You don't want to be stuck with child porn on your hard drive. Like, the second you find out, you send that shit to the authorities. Because guess what? You're committing a crime.
Oh, it's because they filmed it on Monday? Oh, but he showed it. So, what?
But that all becomes moot anyway, because they've allegedly found out that Rose was a minor at the time. And he did hold child pornography for 6 months, allegedly. And that's why he should have turned it in to the authorities then. So if you want to defend Destiny...
Oh, they edited in while editing. I see. Okay. I don't understand how this shit works. Did they talk about this on the podcast or something? What is this daily VOD on demand? How does this work? What does it do? I don't understand it. I don't understand what the fuck this is. I'm so confused.
Do that. But know that this guy knew there was a chance that he had child pornography on his hard drive for all this time. He kept it, knowing that, and did nothing with it. Now, if you think that's cool, and in the context of everything else, of him continually sexualizing... and
they film it right after the pod? I don't really understand the new content strategy, but I'm probably just stupid.
Trying to normalize sexual activity with minors. He's been doing this over the span of his entire career. If you think that is fine, and holding on to potential child pornography is fine, then go ahead and defend Destiny. But just know that is what you're defending. Those are the facts.
The VOD is for serious... Oh. Okay. So I guess I understand. Like, the idea is to say, like, hey, I'm going to have the VODs that are for more, like, serious stuff, and we're going to keep the podcast lighthearted. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Jack.
I reported this to the police and recorded my interactions and calls with the detective.
Now, a lot of people, I say, have been unfairly critical of Willie Mack for reporting this to the police and immediately making a video on it. But I have to say, this guy did the absolute right thing. Somebody told...
Yeah, I've seen people saying, like, oh, he's just trying to get... What was it? He's just trying to get back in with the with the slop community, I guess. Because, like, some nobodies are criticizing him. What is that what it is? Right?
I told you they got child porn on their computer. This is what Destiny should have done 6 months ago. I think the reason is because he was fucked from the beginning. You know, I think if investigators look into this and get the DMs and the history of all this stuff, we'll find out there's a reason he didn't go directly to the police.
Well, yeah, he probably would have maybe implicated him. Is that a word? I also feel like he might have saved it so that he could potentially, like, release it on her if she ever tried to, like, fuck with him or something. I wouldn't put that past Destiny.
What a good guy. Destiny is a great guy.
That's crazy. At least he's not trying to get him laid, because that would be insane. This guy is a deviant, and this guy should just abstain from sex for the rest of his life.
If Destiny was my roommate, I'd get him laid all the time.
Come on, bro. What?
Mm-hmm.
You said that?
That's so cute. I love that so much for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was you?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's stunning. So anyway, that's my take on it. So just to do a recap. Yes, 2 of the screenshots I shared were not with Rose. 2 of the 3. However, don't let people gas or distract you into thinking that even matters. What matters is Destiny's confession on record to Willie Mack when he was asked 3 times very clearly if he potentially had child porn on his computer, and he answered in the affirmative every time. He said YES, yes. He knew that it might be child porn as early as November of last year. In that 6 months leading up to now, he never reported it to the authorities. He never made any effort to handle it responsibly. Those are the relevant facts.
Who do you guys death do you think that Destiny's going to mock as a joke to distract from this current controversy? What do you think's next? What's the next one?
It's just boom, boom, boom. You know? So, listen, the guy's a creep. He's a fucking degenerate.
That's true.
There's no other way to cut it. If you like Destiny, if you think he's smart and cool and funny and awesome, good. Keep watching him. But know that you are supporting someone who is attracted 15-year-olds, who shares compromising bikini pics of 15-year-olds sent to him with his boys. He has held on knowing there's a chance of child pornography for 6 months and never reported it to the authorities. That he sexually assaulted a woman on camera. You want to come at me and say, oh, you got all this thing wrong. You're gaslighting, you're lying, all this shit.
Yeah, but Ethan, have you ever considered that Destiny's a really good debater? Have you ever considered that, dude?
Bro, uncontroversial facts. You are fucked up to defend this guy. And like, I guess...
Has Destiny even bothered responding to this? I'm like shocked if he didn't.
I don't know if you're being gaslit or misled, but like, watch...
Actually, it would make sense. He would probably go...
Obviously, pedophile guy.
I think they're calling you a...
Oh, he's watching an Ethan Klein N-word compilation on stream. I guess that's a good way to respond to it. That'll show him. Oh, he's watching it right now.
What's that? Gotta move to the next thing. Okay.
It's just so fucking boring watching this guy. I don't know, man.
It's
with a minor.
This is what makes me hate like watching Destiny stuff. It's just like so over it, you know?
Watching the video that Abba made with all of this context out here, and he's accusing me of not doing research. Abba, why did you brush over the screenshot of him confessing to knowingly having...
Well, I think it's because Willie Mack explicitly kept saying at that time that it was alleged. So I don't really fault them for that.
Potential child porn on his hard drive. Never...
Dude, honestly, I hope that this is the last fucking thing we do with like Destiny, Ethan shit. I fucking really don't like it. It's just so cringe.
Commented on that. You only commented on things that
we're just reinforcing that Destiny. Like, yeah, we already knew. You know what I mean? I don't think anything can come out that makes it worse. I feel like just let him fucking fade away.
Got wrong, right? You ignore the whole content.
Oh, okay. Like, or what we could do is we could go the opposite direction. We could watch Lonerbox reacting to this, reacting to that. Yeah.
Text. You're sweeping for what looks to me to be a consistent, long-term, highly motivated, premeditated child predator. That's what he looks like to me.
I doubt he's a child predator. I think he's incredibly irresponsible and like socially awkward. I think like a lot of it's just like social outcast behavior, like fucking debate freak outcast behavior that says things that he thinks are funny that aren't, and like does shit. I think that's like half of these jokes are because he thinks it's funny or something. I don't even know. But definitely irresponsible and fucking pathetic and disgusting.
He's got a long history of it. So if you want to sweep for the boy, then good. You want to put your flag down on that hill, that's okay. If you want to die on Lolly Hill with the rest of them, that's okay. But
I'm assuming Ab and Preacher aren't going to bother responding.
Just know where you are resting your flag. And with that, I say to all the naysayers and all the haters out there who have said that I need to apologize and for getting things wrong. Well, I did apologize for getting the screenshots wrong. But to you guys, I say, fuck you, suck my dick, unsubscribe, and go support this fucking weirdo creep, potential pedophile. And Destiny, you're this bitch.
The people in Destiny's Discord were discussing clipping spicy Ethan stuff out of context and making him look bad. I guess that's what he's watching. Oh, okay.
Big man that's willing to be transparent about everything. Do me a favor. Just watch this video. Watch this whole video with your fans on stream. Abba, watch this whole video on stream with your fans. Show me how brave and just all-knowing you are and how unscared of this you are. Go ahead and do that and explain to us everything I've mentioned here.
Yeah, again, I mean, Abba's whole point was that it wasn't confirmed at the point that you made the video. So, like that's it. That was their whole point. So I feel like they're not really dying on Lolly Hill. But hell, yeah, whatever.
I'll see you next time.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's end scene.